And through my work, I become aware, and I started to avoid overconsumption and buy more carefully, and try to use everything to create new recipes and to yeah to look at the problem and the different solutions. My impression is that as it for now, the probably food waste is not talked enough. Wasting food means wasting resources that our planet has, like water, energy, soil, work, because
Greetings to all. Every day we gather here to conduct a powerful meditation for global peace, harmony, unity, peace of mind, health, and well-being. It brings me great pride to announce that we have reached milestone of 1,101 consecutive days of online meditation sessions. Each day we conduct 3 meditation sessions accompanied by talks that hold significant educational value for numerous individuals. These sessions occur at the following UK timings: 9:30 a.m., 11 a.m., and 8 p.m. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to all those who have contributed to this remarkable achievement, including Meditation for World Peace and Harmony Forum, PSSM Tamil Europe, PSSM Global, and the participants who have joined us in these sessions. Today's program begins with 15 minutes of music meditation and 15 minutes of silence meditation, followed by a keynote address by our guest speaker, Laura Polenghi, who will enlighten us on food waste and the environment. The summary of her speech will be presented in Tamil by Saro Sundarlingam Master from Sydney, Australia. Thank you very much. Now, meditation will start. Thank you very much.
To meditate. Greetings to all who have joined today to meditate for world peace and harmony, psychological healing, good health, and happiness. First, there will be an explanation of the power of meditation, and then the guidelines to meditation would be explained. Mindful meditation is a non-religious, non-racial pathway to spiritual awakening. Mindful meditation is very essential to convert our life into a beacon of hope. Meditation will help to heal our troubled minds and to achieve peace of mind and happiness. Therefore, we must meditate daily, focusing on our normal, natural breathing in order to create positivity and hope in our minds. This will enable us to live well in the present moment, which will make yesterday a dream of happiness and tomorrow a beacon of hope. Therefore, let us engage in mindful meditation and lead a wonderful life on earth. Let us briefly look at the guidelines to meditation today. Please drink lukewarm water before and after meditation to prevent dryness of your throat. Sit comfortably in a quiet place, relax your body and sit straight. Please remove your spectacles if you are wearing one. Interlock your fingers like this and place your hands on your lap. Cross your legs like this while seated and gently close your eyes. When you meditate in this posture, you will be able to absorb a vast amount of cosmic energy during meditation and conserve it. This will help to strengthen your body, mind, and soul. While gently closing your eyes, please focus on your normal, natural breathing in order to dispel unnecessary thoughts crossing your mind. Today, we will be meditating for 30 minutes. The first 15 minutes will be meditation in conjunction with the calming, melodious music. The next 15 minutes will be meditating in silence. Thank you. With your masters, with your eyes closed, please return to your normal awareness. Take your hands and place your fingers gently on your eyes for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now take your hands from your eyes and open your eyes joyfully and look at your palm. Let us all congratulate ourselves for having completed jointly a successful meditation today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We thank everyone who took part in joint meditation today, focusing on peace of mind, psychological healing, and for the world peace and harmony. With blessings of the cosmic power. When we meditate jointly, it helps to generate a social force that spreads across all nations around the world to promote peace and harmony and in general well-being to everyone around the world. Our sincere thanks to Saro Sundarlingam Master from Sydney, Australia for conducting the meditation today, and for the calming music provided for the meditation by Dr. Sada Mano Master from London. So thank you very much for Anandi Baladasan from Canada for recording this event. And to everyone who participated in joint meditation today. We wish to express our gratitude to PSSM Tamil Europe, PMC Tamil TV for sponsoring this forum for joint meditation 3 times a day, UK time, 9 a.m., 11 a.m., and 8 p.m. Thank you. Now we are going to the next session. Laura, how did you enjoy the meditation? Did you do the meditation? How did you do it?
It was
Very good.
really helpful. Yeah, thank you.
Superb. I'm delighted to introduce Laura Polenghi from Milan, Italy. Laura has been involved in music and writing from a young age. She studied economics and communications at Catholic University of the Sacred Heart, Milan, and currently working as a copywriter for an anti-waste company in Milan. She also enjoys watching movies and has guinea pigs as pets. Without further delay, I would like to invite Laura to talk about her work with food waste and the environment. Thank you very much, Laura. The platform is yours. Thank you very much again.
Thank you very much for the introduction. I'm really pleased to be here tonight, and I want to welcome everyone to this little speech about my work. Okay, let's start talking about me. As Raja said, I'm Laura. I was born in Milan. I'm 27, and currently I'm working as a copywriter in a company who actually fights food waste. Food waste is a topic I'm really invested in since last year. So since actually I started working there, And I'm hoping to bring awareness and food for thoughts and reflections on current state of the world and the global environment. So I'm starting with a little background. Last year I was looking for a job, and I found this announcement on internet, and I applied for the job. I didn't know anything in particular about food waste or the impact that has on the environment, but I was really keen on starting a new job and knowing better the situation. But it's with this job that I started to explore, to learn, and to comprehend better what the food waste, the waste in particular, means to the planet and to the nature. I'm just bringing a few facts here. In 2024, the world has wasted 1.5 billion tons of food. The 90% of food available is being wasted. And in particular, this happens in the families, so in the household. This is that is in addition to the 13% of the world's food lost in supply. One fact that is really important is that food waste is a direct correlation to hunger in all around the world and in most countries, in particular poor countries. Reducing food waste provides compounding benefits because it's also correlated to climate change. In particular, with food waste generates 8 to 10% of global emissions. So it has really a strong impact on our environment. So what really had an impact on me was the how we as a families and how in a domestic environment we usually don't waste too much, and this waste is something really damaging. So since its beginning, my company has a very specific mission, so was saving food from waste. But what kind of food should everyone be saved? We started saving product who looked unique. For example, we found fruit or vegetables with imperfections who looked ugly or strange. In particular, we had a case that was the eggplant who looked like as a nose, for example. In the retailers, they usually don't accept this kind of products because they are looking not too good. Another problem, because it happens with the food waste, is overproduction. In particular, since we can't actually control the weather or the nature, most of the fruit and the vegetables saved was considered too much. So the market hadn't enough to sell, so it was like saturation of the market. And other products were too big or too small to be considered normal, so they were wasted because of their sizes. Another type of product I started to learn about was the product, not only fruit and vegetables, but others. For example, there are a lot of products that are near to the expiration date and they're still good, but they don't deserve to be wasted like this. Others were still imperfect, and others had very interesting stories or background stories that we really wanted to let the world know. So I didn't know any of this. I wasn't prepared to face this kind of problem because I was really, I didn't know the depth and the dramatic consequences of this problem on the world and on the planet we all know and love. And so I chose to be more and more responsible in my work as well as my private life. So I started, for example, learning more and more about the problem as I tried to explain with some numbers that are really concerning for the health of the earth. And I wanted also to writing essays and divulge the importance of avoiding food waste, in particular in our houses and our homes. And I try to bring awareness to my families about consequences and try to let them know how important it is to value food as good as it is. And through my work, I become aware, and I started to avoid overconsumption and buy more carefully, and try to use everything to create new recipes and to look at the problem and the different solutions. My impression is that as it for now, the probably food waste is not talked enough. Wasting food means wasting resources that our planet has, like water, energy, soil, work, because to produce we need work from the people, and also the consequences are really concerning. We are destroying biodiversity, and we are contributing, as I said, to the climate change. And it wasn't something I really hadn't realized before. Yeah, I knew about climate change, how the weather is changing. We are seeing people in hunger, but I didn't realize how food waste was correlated to all of that. And the most important lessons I really learned during this time and today, still, because I'm still working there and I'm trying to bring awareness, is that sometimes we expect nature to offer us products that are perfect, but sometimes nature, we find products that we consider imperfect. Perfection is something we apply to the products just because we want to sell them, not because it actually exists. Perfection doesn't exist in nature, and sometimes I realize that there are good things even if they look imperfect. For example, when I was in the office, I often tried the fruit that was, to me, it looked really good and with nothing in particular on the inside or the outside, but it was considered bad or not enough. And sometimes we as people applied this category to everything in nature or in also to people. Sometimes we should not discard what we have, from small apples to big oranges. They are good as or better than the original ones or the perfect ones. Related to food waste, we also have to trust our senses. Not everything expired has to be bad. We can be responsible and careful while avoiding waste. So sometimes it's our judgment that makes us realize if a product or something is good or bad. We don't have to to judge everything just because we learn or we read something on the package on the surface. We discard our food. We can also create something different and think outside of the box and find new ways to use it and be as creative as we can. So from something considered, not good, we can create something different with a creativity, with a different kind of perspective, and we can bring them another life and another chance to be appreciated by others. I'm talking about food, but this can be a more specific or a more general discussion on, give something another chance, so give something another life. And sometimes products deserve that in most of the world, because we need to be aware of the value that they have, even if we consider them not enough, but they have themselves a strong value. We also have to respect nature, not only nature in general, but natural cycles. Something that I really didn't think before starting this job. Seasonal products are not just better in terms of health because they are full of vitamins or ingredients that are good for us, but and they taste better, but they're also good for the environment, because we don't need sometimes we don't need the strawberries in January. Every product has its season, has their month, and if the nature gives us a timing, it's because they are better in this seasonal period. And it's something really that we must learn, in particular, that sometimes necessities are different than cravings. If I crave something, isn't something that I necessarily want, or that is good for the planet. If I want strawberries, it's better if I wait their seasonal period to be better, to be good. And it's something that I really didn't think about, because sometimes I went to the supermarket, I wanted something and I got it. But sometimes we have to think and to realize that seasons are really important for our planet, for environment, and everything. So to me, it was a big lesson that I that I did with my job. And so what I tried to talk about today is think about food in a different way. Value food for what it is and not just the appearance, or because sometimes a lot of products, a lot of food is still good. And trust ourselves and our judgment when we find sometimes good food that we are not sure if they're good or not. We should try and trust our senses and trust the process. So these are the few lessons, and I will continue to bring awareness about the problem, because as I said, I didn't think it's a problem talked enough. And also the impact on the planet, because it has and on the people, because as I said, food waste is a direct correlation to hunger in most of the countries of the world. And we should, as a whole, be aware of that. And I tried to bring this today. I think I tried to convey this value. And yeah, I'm really happy to have talked about that. And thank you, everyone, I hope you have a food for thoughts about it, and yeah, these are a few lessons that I learned, and yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Laura. The speech on food waste and the environment is compelling and well structured. Thank you very much. We had the privilege of listening to an enlightening speech by Laura. Let us show our appreciation for her efforts with a round of applause. Please applaud for 30 seconds, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now, very good. Thank you. Now, Arundhati, Master.
Greetings to all. Thank you very much, Laura. Nice to see you back on the Zoom today.
See you.
Yeah, nice seeing you after a long time. Welcome to our Zoom session. And you know about the meditation. While you meditate, you can be, easily give your speech or anything. You don't need to panic or anything. You have done your job very well. Excellent presentation today. And you have showed us that how the food waste is affecting the environment and climate changes and everything. And we have to look to the food value of the food, not appearance of the food. So you have brought that to us, even though sometimes when I go into the market, when I see if it's crooked, something apple, I just leave that aside and I take a good one. So after your speech, I thought I shouldn't do that anymore because everything products comes, we have to accept it. So if everybody is going to do that, leaving looking at the appearance and we choose the food which is good, then it is going to affect because it will be leaving, it is go bad and nobody will buy it, then it is going to waste. So you have taught us something new today. We shouldn't look at the appearance, we should go for the quality of the food. Thank you so much. It's a very good speech. And even you have learned after choosing this job. So it's a very good job you have chosen. So keep it up. And thank you so much. And nice seeing you today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have Dr. Navaratnam from England. Thank you.
Thank you for calling me. I enjoyed your talk today, Laura. You gave us some food, and I'm sure it will not go waste. Food for thought. It won't go waste. Coming to what the content of the speech, without notes, you are very fluent and mentioning important facts about food wastage, how to preserve, how to avoid waste, all that. And I have looked up something about 281 million people, nearly 59 countries, go hungry. And in US, 40% of the food is wasted. About $166 million of food is wasted every day. This gives an idea of how food is wasted, by the fact that large number of people in the world are starving. About 20% in certain countries are on starvation. As you know, some of the African countries and some states in India, they do have starvation. And I agree a lot of what you say. And also food production and avoiding wastage during production and harvest. I think you touched on that. That's also important. Very good speech. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next, we have Sivasudha Tavarana Master, our yoga teacher from Canada. Thank you.
Thank you, Siskandaraja Master. Greetings to all. Laura, your speech was very impressive and useful for current situation. While one part of people are struggling with hunger, another part of people in world wasting food is really sin. Those days in our villages, food sharing, either raw or cooked, is very common and also assumed a developing relationship between neighborhood. Nowadays, this habit substantially reduced, and our elders, grandparents make jams, pickles, dried vegetables, and fruits in order to use in unseasonal times and avoid food wastages, as you said. Thank you for taking time and presented beautifully and emotionally. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy, everyone.
Thank you very much. Next, we have Saroja Devi Sundarlingam Master from Sydney. She is going to translate, to summarize your speech in Tamil after this feedback session. Thank you, Saro Master.
Thank you very much, Kandaraja Master, for giving me this opportunity. Let me first congratulate Laura, our guest speaker today, on the choice of a very appropriate topic of food wastage and environment. These two are very vital elements that we need to think about today. It's very vital. Food wastage, you very clearly said, food wastage has a correlation to hunger and malnutrition around the world. There's hunger and malnutrition around the world. And also it is hazardous to the environment. This is the most needed awareness for people to prevent wastage of food and also to enhance the protection of the environment. Today's major problem is hunger, malnutrition, and degradation of the environment in which we live. Today, we do these damages. We are not only doing it today, we are extending it to our future generations. We are not leaving the world a better place for the future generation to live. Very good topic on which, and your work, you say, my work with food wastage and environment. You have chosen a wonderful field to create awareness in this world. Congratulations, Laura, and I thank you, and I tell you to come again and give us more enlightening talks on these matters. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate so much.
Thank you very much. Next, we have Dr. Shanti from New Malden, England. We recently visited Italy with us. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Glad.
Greetings to all. Wish we had visited Germany, Laura. I would have listened to your accent better. Now I think I can listen to the Italian accent. I'm sure I'll learn the German accent when I visit Germany next time. But as everyone has said, it's a beautiful, most appropriate speech. And I think I had taken a lot of points from you, and particularly the correlation with hunger. And
Yes.
every time we put something into the bin, we must think how many people would have survived on that food that we are putting in the bin. And I think that's a thought that you have put in all our minds, and we would be particularly careful now. Particularly, I'm talking with, as a grandmother, with the children, when they serve food, I say, just take food that is just enough for you. Don't put a lot and then put it in the bin. And I think that's a lesson that I think I will say it over and over again, repeat to the children, not to waste food. And I think the most important things I have taken from your talk today, which was excellent, is that even with the food that is not, we don't need, it doesn't need to be perfect. And you said we can be more creative with it, which is a very important point so that we don't have to throw away. The other thing was another point that you made is that we go along with nature and eat food that is seasonal. We don't have to, for marketing purposes, people market food. We get strawberries that are frozen. Why should we eat frozen strawberry when we just eat during the season and leave it at there? So that's a very important thing. And lastly, I wanted to say, but it applies to us self. Don't go by appearances. That applies to our normal interaction with people. People don't need to be perfect. People don't need to be ugly or pretty. Take for what they are. And I think that was a good lesson. And another one that made me funny enough, when I go to the shop, when they're overproduction, what do? The
They throw.
supermarkets, to sell it, they say 2 for the price of 1 because they want to sell it. So what I do now is buy the 2 for the price of 1 and then put 1 into the donation box as I walk along because I need only 1. And that way we can save the planet and also hopefully hunger, which is a very important point that you made today. Excellent talk. I really enjoyed it. Thank you very much, Laura. Do come
Thank you
again.
very
And I wish you all the best in your job.
Oh,
Good
thank you
luck
so
with that.
much. I really appreciate, and I'm glad you took all the lessons I learned too. So really
Thank
good.
you.
Thank
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you
you.
to you.
Thank you very much. Next we have Varalakshmiga from Palermo, Italy. I met her recently in Palermo. Thank you, Varalakshmiga. You can speak in Italian as well as English. You will understand.
Ciao, sono Mega. Onestamente mi chiamano Mega di qua in Italia. Mi è piaciuto molto come ha parlato di questo argomento perché è molto importante eppure molto importante per questa generazione. Ho imparato molto da lei e spero che il suo lavoro continui così molto bene. Grazie, mi è piaciuto molto.
Grazie anche a te. I'm answering in Italy, grazie comunque.
Thank you. You translated into English, Laura, what you are saying.
Yeah, I said thank you very much.
Okay. Anyway, thanks very much. Next we have Dr. Sada Mano from England.
Greetings to all. Very well presented, important facts and everything. And I have shared a lot of things. Shanti was saying about 2-in-1. I was about to say, Shanti has mentioned about it. My other aspect of thinking is actually when we go for shopping, we go for 2 things and come back with 10 things. For whatever reason, we change our mind. We don't just make a list and bring only that we need. We buy unnecessary things and come back from shopping. And then it stays there and you forget about it. It stays months and months. And when you look at the expiry date, then you think, oh, that. So this is how a lot of people live like that and buy unnecessary things and don't even make use of what is needed. And a lot of times people go and buy, I have seen people just tasting one dish. If they don't like, just put into the bin. Another dish, if they don't like, even takeaways they bring, they do the same thing. I've seen in many places. Awareness, and they just, I can refer as they are being selfish in one sense. They don't think of the others who are really hard up for food and starving and suffering. But however much people are changing, I think not completely all are doing bad things, but people are changing, making aware of the situation. And a lot of parents, but who I knew from close friends and relatives, they take kids to orphanage places where people are starving to make them be aware of all these difficulties. They don't have even one meal a day. So because of that, the kids change their attitude and they know they shouldn't waste. So there are a lot of other aspects to it as well, not only one aspect of it, but everybody has to be aware of it. Anyway, your speech is making quite a bit of awareness to all. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sada. Can you read chat box, please, if you don't mind? Thank you.
Amala Kala Mahalingam Master, thank you. Speech very.
Okay, that's all. Thank you. Next, we have Dr. Vijay Anand from England. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Sri Raja Master, for inviting me today for this lovely presentation about food wastage. My congratulations to the young lady, Laura, for presenting this very important presentation, and I'm glad that you have chosen a career in food wastage at the early stages of your career. So well done. So always when I open my fridge at home, I feel guilty because there's always some food item is getting wasted and there's too much to eat, or it's going to be expired, you know. So we try to control how much we buy, how much we cook. Still, it has been a challenging problem for us at home. So I hope, you know, this is the same problem in many households. Often we get confused by the labels. Some say best before date, some says use by date, etc. So we think, okay, or best before date passed, throw away, right? We don't want to take risk, right? But some items, okay, yes, best before. Up until there are two reasons why the supermarkets or the manufacturers fix best before date, because yes, truly that food item will last up until that date at its best quality. The other reason is they want to clear the batches. Why giving batch dates, the best before dates? The supermarkets, everybody will clear it and they will go for the next batch, right? So we are all used to this habit. As a result of that, we are putting a lot of pressure on the environment as well as on the economy. The amount of food wastage is causing pressure on the economy as well. For example, if every household, we collect the food wastage and leave it outside for the bin man to collect, and they collect it on a particular day and they go and recycle or waste, do something about it. So that is an additional cost. So that creates carbon footprint as well, you know. So in every sense, food wastage, not only on our health, which I don't want to repeat because the previous speakers have already covered about this. We sometimes eat, okay, something little more left over, we'll finish it, right? Human nature. So by eating more than what we require, you know, we are spoiling our own health as well. And a lot of fruits get wasted. And more than that, I always see in many places the milk. You know how much money it costs to produce this milk and also how many cows they are breeding, right? We just simply buy them and drinking or just throwing because we don't understand how long it takes and how much effort they are putting into the milk production and milk dairy products. So honestly, we need to be conscious about food wastage, not only for monetary reason, also health and environmental reason. And I like to conclude my short talk by congratulating Laura again for presenting the lovely presentation today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Again.
Thank you, Dr. Vijay Anand. Thank you. And next we have Radha, Master from London.
Thank you, Laura, for your excellent presentation on a very important topic. What I find is we don't necessarily have to go to the supermarkets to shop because the local greengrocer has the seasonal vegetables because they don't have the facility to store these things. And if you go to the local greengrocer, they have got the seasonal vegetables and you can buy whatever you want instead of wasting it. that is one point. And also, when they say that we are wasting a lot of food, the supermarkets and the country as a whole, and we are producing more than what we need, and that we are wasting it. But the problem is, all around the world, people are suffering, yes, with hunger. But how are we going to transport this excess food that some of the Western countries make? How are we going to transport? And also the costs. They always think of the costs, not of the hunger of the people and how much money they can make, the Western countries. So how do we solve that problem? Because that is the biggest problem that I see. So that is one thing. And also when you come to milk, we don't, the adults, we don't really need milk, that much milk to drink.
Yeah.
Because only children need milk. And why are we producing milk in excess?
Yeah, I agree. As many different of product, we are still producing something we can actually live without or find other solutions. But most of the population doesn't know or doesn't care actually about finding different solutions. And as I said, think about out of the box, no? So actually have a real involvement and changing their lives for the better, or have an awareness. And most of the people, for example, that I know or don't care, or they don't think about the future, and they think just in the present, so they don't apply to find other ways of living. I mean, it's difficult, but as I think of my generation, they're kind of they're very passionate, but also sometimes some people is very selfish. So I don't think, and they don't want to change their lives. So they still use products that we actually don't need, because they don't want to find the other. Sometimes because they like it, yes, but other because they don't want to apply to find other ways. And I think I see it in that way. So I don't know if it's clear. And yeah. Mm.
And also there's a good case of vegetarianism now, because all the methane gas that produced by all these cows and bulls and herds, which is causing a lot of problems to the environment.
Yes.
So, and also it is the supermarket who packages the food into shapes and sizes. But whereas if you go to the local grocer, you don't find that. So it's all a profit-making enterprise, isn't it?
Yeah, and because they don't care.
The answer is, but I mean, I took some of your points, but it's very heartrending sometimes to see the wastage. But at the same time, we cannot distribute it to the rest of the people who are suffering from hunger. So it's
difficult. It's difficult. I know. It's difficult even to find a solution. If there was a easy solution, all the problems would go away. But the struggle is seeing so much suffer, and seeing so much in any way, suffering in any way, and seeing so much waste, and you just can't comprehend. I think it's something that has an ethical consequence, and I know sometimes I can't really wrap my head around it. And I know.
Anyway, thank you very much for your.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next, we have Anandi Baladasan from Ontario, Canada. Thank you.
Thank you, Sri Master. Greetings to all. Laura, this is a very appropriate topic for the nowadays world. People, they like organic food, but mostly organic food and farmers market, they have the peppers and everything with the little bit marks and stuff. They need, they go for organic food and they don't like these marks and stuff. But they get the perfect food, perfect shape and everything because of the fertilizer and manure. Huh? So, and other than this thing, expiry date, especially on dairy products, we have an expiry date, we cannot use it. But if it is a best before, like Dr. Anand said, if it is the other food like flour, biscuits or chocolates, and if it is best before, we can use it for another 2-3 months.
Oh, yes. Yeah, correct.
This way, yeah.
So
yeah, we have to, as we age, we don't need so much food, or as Sadhaman or Dr. Sadhamana said, we go for shopping for 1 or 2 items and we come out with 10-15 items. That's our mistake also. We have to consider the world poverty and stuff, and we can like other doctor said, we can buy 2 for 1 and we can put it in the food bank. It's a very nice topic. You can come back with another appropriate topic. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Food waste contributes significantly to climate change as well. When food decomposes in landfills, it produces methane, a greenhouse gas, far more potent than carbon dioxide. This accelerates global warming, affecting weather patterns and ecosystems. So you see the food wastage, how it's affecting the our weather warming, weather and other system, ecosystem as well. Anyway, thank you, Laura. How did you enjoy? You're a bit nervous before coming to this.
Yeah.
What do you think about our forum? And you tell me something about it.
It was really enlightening. I think I'm happy that so many people appreciated the topic, but because I think it's important. And I had fun, but with fun, but in a light way and in a conscious way. And really, it was important to me about talking about this problem since I was so invested in, and I'm glad everyone has insights and inputs that really liked. So thank you so much for inviting me, and I'm glad I'm here.
Will you come again after 2 months to talk about with a different topic or anything?
I will try to find something. Yeah.
And also you join and speak in in our young people's forum, you know. That's the fourth Saturday at 12 noon Italian time. Okay? Make a note of it.
Next week.
Paralakshmi also, you can also join on the 4th Saturday, 12 noon Italian time. Okay. Thank you very much. Anyway, now what you're going to, Saroja Devi Sundarlingam Master from Sydney, going to summarize your speech in our mother tongue, Tamil language. Tamil language is the oldest language in the world. He's going to translate. If you want to listen, you can listen. Your time is now 10:17 p.m. Too late for you. You can have a rest. Tomorrow you're going to work, isn't it? Tomorrow you're going to work, right?
Yeah. So I'm kind of going because I also have to eat and I haven't. So yeah.
Thank you. Your father came to this session. Father, your parents, anybody?
No, my parents, no, because I think they went to bed easily.
Oh, early. Okay.
Yeah,
thank you.
really early.
I saw few people were there. You know, the Italian people were there. I noted. Anyway, thank you very much, Laura.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you again.
We'll see you
some other
again.
time.
Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Okay. Now, Saraja Devi Master. Thank you.
மிக்க நன்றி எனக்கு இந்த சந்தர்ப்பத்தை அளித்ததற்கு. ஒரு அருமையான தலைப்பில் நான் இன்று தமிழில் கூறப் போகின்றேன். ஆங்கிலத்தில் கூறியதை உணவை வீணடித்தலும் சூழலில் சார்ந்த எனது பணி. அதுதான் அவருடைய தலைப்பு. மை ஒர்க் வித் ஃபுட் வேஸ்ட் அண்ட் என்வாரன்மெண்ட். உணவு வீணடித்தலும் சூழலும் சார்ந்த எனது பணி என்பதுதான் அவருடைய தலைப்பு. இப்ப நாங்கள் உலகில் வாழும் மனிதருக்கு சுவாசிக்க சுத்தமான காற்று, அன்றாடம் பருகுவதற்கு சுத்தமான நீர், சூரிய வெளிச்சம் போன்றவை மிக முக்கியமானவை என்று தெரியும். அத்துடன் உண்ணும் உணவு ஆரோக்கியமாக உயிர் வாழ்வதற்கு மிகவும் அவசியம் என்றாலும் இன்றைய உலகிலே மனிதர்களாகிய நாம் பெருமளவு உணவுப் பொருட்களை வீணாக விரயம் செய்கிறோம். இது ஒரு சமூக பிரச்சனை மட்டுமல்ல, சூழல் பிரச்சனையும் ஆகும். உணவினை நாம் வீணடிப்பதால் எப்படி இந்த பிரச்சனைகள் எழுகின்றன என்பதை அவர் விளக்கினர். உணவினை நாம் வீணடிப்பதால் உணவுப் பயிர்களை வளர்ப்பதற்கும் அறுவடை செய்வதற்கும் பாதுகாப்பாக பொதி செய்வதற்கும் உரிய இடங்களுக்கு கொண்டு சென்று விநியோகிக்க செலவழிக்கும் மனித சக்தி வீணாக விரயமாகிறது. அத்துடன் இப்பயிர்களை உற்பத்தி செய்வதற்கு உபயோகிக்கப்படும் நிலவளம், நீர்வளம் போன்ற இயற்கை வளங்கள் வீணடிக்கப்படுகின்றன. இது மிகவும் முக்கியமாக நாம் கவனத்தில் கொள்ள வேண்டிய ஒன்று. அதாவது ஃபுட் வேஸ்டேஜ் அண்ட் என்வாரன்மெண்ட் ஹேஸ் அ கொரிலேஷன் என்று கூறினார். அந்த கொரிலேஷனை தான் நான் இப்பொழுது தமிழில் கூறியிருக்கின்றேன். அத்துடன் வீணடிக்கும் உணவுப் பொருட்கள் குப்பையாக சேகரிக்கப்பட்டு வெற்றி நிலங்களிலே எறியப்படும் பொழுது அவற்றிலிருந்து நச்சுத்தன்மையுடைய வாயுக்கள் உற்பத்தியாகி சூழல் மாசடைகின்றது. சுவாசிக்கும் காற்று அசுத்தமடைகிறது. தொற்று நோய்கள் பரவி மக்களின் சுகாதாரம் பாதிக்கப்படுகிறது. இதனால் மக்களின் வாழ்க்கை தரம் நலிவடைகிறது. இது மிகவும் முக்கியமாக நாங்கள் நோக்க வேண்டிய சூழலின் தாக்கம். சூழலில் எப்படி தாக்கத்தை இது ஏற்படுத்துகிறது என்பதை நான் உங்களுக்கு அந்த உரையிலிருந்து கூற விரும்புகின்றேன். அத்துடன் உணவுப் பண்டங்களை வீணடிக்காமல் உபயோகித்தால் எஞ்சியிருக்கும் உணவுப் பொருட்களை பட்டினியால் உலகில் பல்வேறு பாகங்களிலும் வாடி வழங்கும் குடும்பங்களுக்கு இலவசமாக விநியோகிக்க முடியும். ஃபுட் எய்ட் என்ற ஒரு திட்டத்தை உருவாக்கினால் இது எல்லா நாடுகளிலும், நான் என்னுடைய சொந்த கருத்தை இதில் புகுத்துகிறேன், எல்லா நாடுகளும் இதனை செய்ய மாட்டார்கள். ஏனென்றால் ஒரு மார்க்கெட்டிங், சந்தைப்படுத்தும் ஒரு பொருளியல் இருக்கின்றது. தங்களுடைய பொருட்களின் விலைகள் உலக மட்டத்தில் குறையக்கூடாது இது நான் இந்த சொந்த கருத்தை உங்களுக்கு கூற விரும்புகின்றேன். என்னவென்றால் சில காலத்திற்கு முன் நான் அறிந்தது, சில நாடுகள் பெயர்களை கூற விரும்பவில்லை, கோதுமை உற்பத்தியை அதிகமாக பெற்ற காலங்களிலே மிதமிஞ்சிய கோதுமை, அதாவது சந்தைப்படுத்த விரும்பாமல், மிதமிஞ்சி overproduced wheat was thrown into the sea. ஏனென்றால் தங்களுடைய சந்தைப்படுத்தும் பொருளியல் நோக்கு, விலை குறைந்துவிடும், தங்களுடைய ஃபார்மர்ஸ், அதாவது விவசாயிகளுக்கு லாபம் கிடையாது. இப்படிப்பட்ட மனிதநேயமற்ற செயல்கள் நடைபெற்றுக் கொண்டுதான் இருக்கின்றது. இப்ப இந்த இலவசமாக இந்த பொருட்களை, இந்த உணவுப் பொருட்களை விநியோகிக்கும் பொழுது பட்டினி பிணியில் இருந்து பெருந்தொகையான குடும்பங்களை காப்பாற்ற முடியும். சில நாடுகளிலே நாங்கள் இதனை யோசிக்க வேண்டும். இந்த நிலையிலே இன்றைக்கு இந்த தலைப்பு எடுத்து பேசினதால, நான் இந்த பேச்சாளர் பேசினதால கூற விரும்புகின்றேன். சில நாடுகளிலே உணவு உற்பத்தி தடைப்படுவதற்கு காரணம் காலநிலை, அதாவது வறட்சியினால் பயிர்களை வளர்க்க முடியாத நிலைமை. அங்கு பட்டினியாலும் சத்துணவு இல்லாததாலும் பெருந்தொகையான மக்கள் குழந்தைகள் இறக்கிறார்கள். இப்படிப்பட்ட நிலைமை இருக்கும் பொழுது நாங்கள் எப்படி உணவை வீணடிக்கலாம்? நாங்கள் உணவை வீணடிக்கும் செயலானது மனிதம் நேயம் அற்ற செயல் என்று கூற வேண்டும். நாங்கள் உணவுப் பொருட்களை அதிமிதமாக சந்தையிலே வாங்கி உபயோகிக்காமல் குப்பையில் எறிவது என்பது மனித நேயமற்ற செயல் என்பதை நாம் உணர்ந்து கொள்ள வேண்டும் என்பதுதான் இன்றைய பிரதம பேச்சாளர் முக்கியமாக எமக்கு தர வந்த செய்தி என்பதை நான் இத்துடன் கூறி இத்துடன் எனது தமிழ் மொழிபெயர்ப்பினை முடித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
தேங்க்யூ, வண்டர்ஃபுல். நல்ல அருமையாக டிரான்ஸ்லேட் பண்ணி இந்த தமிழில் 2வது பேஜ் கேட்ட மாதிரி இருக்கு. வெரி குட், சூப்பர். இப்படியே கண்டினியூ பண்ணணும். உங்களுக்கு டைம் உங்களுக்கு கிடைக்கிற நேரம் உங்களை கூப்பிட்றோம், நீங்கள் வந்து டிரான்ஸ்லேட் பண்ணலாம் என்று கூறிக்கொள்கின்றேன். பொதுவாக அருமையாக முதல் தரம் அவள் லோரா வந்து பேசியிருந்தேன். வேற முதல்ல அவள் கொஞ்சம் நர்வஸாக இருக்கிறேன்னு பயப்படுறான்னு சாட்டி சொல்லி கொண்டிருந்தேன். நான் இங்கே இருக்கிறாக்களை பயப்பட தேவையில்லை, எல்லாரும் ஃப்ரெண்ட்லியான ஆக்கள், அருமையாக பேசி உங்களை என்கரேஜ் பண்ணிக்கணும்னு சொன்னோன்னு தான் வந்தேன். உங்களுக்கு தான் முதல் தேங்க் பண்ணோன்னு வேண்டாம். அவள் வந்ததுக்கு கொஞ்சம் பதுங்கி கொண்டு தான் வந்தவ. இப்போ வந்து சந்தோஷமாக போகிறான்னு நிற்கிறேன். அவள் 2 மாதத்துக்கு பிறவின் இருக்காமல் வந்து பேசுவான்னு நினைக்கிறேன். எனவே தேங்க்யூ வெரி மச். அது 2-3 அறிவித்தலை சொல்லி நான் நிப்பாட்டணும். மணி டைம் வந்துடுது. அதாவது நாளைக்கு காலமே ½ அன் ஹவர் மெடிடேஷனுக்கு பிறகு சூஃபிகளை பற்றி
உலக அமைதிக்கும் சமாதானத்துக்குமான நல்லிண குழுவினர் பலர்மூல பிரசித்தி பெற்ற கத்தீட்ரல் ஆலய சர்ச்சின் முன்பகுதியிலே நிற்பதை காணலாம்.